Hi, hello, everyone. I'm back with more Steins. Did you guys miss me? It's been a month. It's been a month since I've last recorded Steins. It's incredible. Are you guys excited to see more? If not, why the hell are you here? For those that are curious about the sounds in the background, I'm currently shaking my chocolate milk, which I'm drinking today while recording this. Don't question my shit. What will happen this episode? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe we'll finally find out who the hell planted Chris's memories inside of Kagari. At least I really want to know. I'm honestly so curious, I can't even believe. So before we continue, I have to pull up the guide in the background because I forgot about it. I'm very prepared today. There we go. Which date was important here? January 15th. It is currently the 11th. So we are quite close. Let's see what will happen on the 15th. I'm pretty sure that we'll get that far at least. Let's go. Several days passed, and I still have no idea who had planted the memories in Kagari's head. Also, at Maho's place, people raided them. At the lab, which is always really sus, and it happens all the fucking time. God damn it. I went all the way out to talk to the priest who'd found her and even questioned the locals in the surrounding area, but I had no luck. She just spawned there, I guess. Suza seemed to be doing her own research. She hadn't been back to the lab since then. She was in touch with Daro at regular intervals, so I didn't think she was in danger. What is she doing? I asked Tenoji and Moika again, but neither of them seemed to have any luck. In this white line, the lab hadn't even been attacked. Not yet, which meant they might be up to something else. Even if they were, I had no idea of even imagining what it was, and they are after Kagari for some reason, so. But I was sure that someone had kidnapped the young Shina Kagari and experimented on her, and only recently had she escaped. I also think so. I think that she forgot her previous memories of Shina Kagari because of trauma, torture-induced trauma. So that is very likely that she was actually kidnapped and tortured, experimented on. But like, who? Maybe we'll find out, bro. I just need to have patience. They had to be planning something, and I was sure it was bad. We didn't... Is there ever anything they're planning that is good? If you torture a 10-year-old girl, can you plan anything aside from bad shit? Bruh. We didn't have time to wait for them to act. Well, what do we do? But without any clues... Oh, shit. Sorry about that. But without any clues, there was nothing we could do. True. Facts. My mind kept going in circuits, and I kept getting more frustrated and nervous with every minute. Oops. Sorry about that.
すみません、真帆先輩、私のために。
Maho's at our crib, because she can't return to hotel room anymore, I suppose.
あと少しでできそうだから。それに、これは私のためでもあるんだし。
To be better than Kriso. Also, Maho is not here because she can't return to her hotel room. It's because she's here because it's more convenient to continue her time travel or time machine research. Let's go. Maho staggered out of the development room, sank into the sofa, and smiled sleepily. There were dark spots under her eyes, very Krisuko of her. For the last few days, she'd been working on the device without any sleep. Her work needed to pay off soon, as fast as possible.
それにしても、携帯電話を使うだなんて普通考えないわ。た
Using
と
a
え
cell
考
phone.
えついたとしても、実行に移そうなんて思わない。
Yeah, what she's trying to copy is not exactly a time travel device. It is more of a memory transfer device that she's working on, that Kurisu did as well. In which, in the previous game, Rintaro traveled basically his memories back into another alternative timeline. So his memories wandered, but his body stayed there. I'm just recounting everything because it's been a month. I'm very sorry if it's repetitive to you. I just have to remind myself of what is happening here. Let's continue. Okay.
携帯は離すときにどうしても受話器をこめかみ付近に近づける必要があるからな。
Yeah, very smart.
こめかみ周辺には大脳前頭葉と大脳側頭葉がありますからね。
Okay, Krisu wannabe.
側頭葉の海馬傍回が記憶を貯蓄する場所だと考えると妥当な判断かと。問題は どうやって記憶を圧縮させるかよね。
Use a CD. No, that's not how it's gonna
それに
work.
ついてはもか僕が毎日徹夜で頑張ってるわけだが
Right, we're making a backup for Kagari. True. We're making a backup. I remember
すま
now.
ないなダル。
He's working very hard.
しかもハッキングがここからだって絶対にバレないようになんて言うから大変だっつうの。他のバイトだってあるのにさ。
Sorry, bro. My best man. To compress the memories, we needed Sans LHC, no matter what. Oh. That one took a lot of thought. Let me remind myself what the LHC stands for. Hello? Oh, I turned off my mouse. Why am I like this? Short for Large Hadron Collider. A device that accelerates charged particles in order to research the reactions that result when such particles collide. I remember. Isn't that how you make the Kerr black hole? I'm not sure. Built by CERN and located 100 meters below the ground in Geneva, Switzerland. It is the world's largest ring-shaped particle accelerator at 27 kilometers long. Many different teams, including one from Japan, use the device to perform experiments. The reason for the ring shape is because when charged particles pass through an electromagnetic field, Lorentz force causes their trajectory to switch slightly. Did you guys learn something today? If you paid attention in the last game, maybe you have learned something. I'm a little bit of a dumbass, so give me a break. That one took a lot of thought. If you made an enemy out of CERN, the strategy I'd gone through before would repeat. But the main reason that CERN had attacked us was the D-mails we'd sent to the past. If it weren't for that, they probably wouldn't have bothered. Probably. And since we weren't sending D-mails, CERN would probably never even detect us. Probably. The way he says probably all the time, he can never be sure, man. Fortunately, Susa had the IBM that we needed for the hack. Things were coming together better than I'd expected. Okay, we have the IBM. Thank fucking God.
にしてもさオカリン、彼女ほんと別人みたいなんですけど。
Oh, actually?
あ
Oh, is she more like Kriso every day? I nodded at Daru. For the past few days, more of Kriso's memories had been invading Kagari's mind. Shit. Lately, she even started discussing complex technical subjects with Maho. She was acting just like Kriso used to when she lived in America. At first, Maho seemed put off, but she eventually adapted. Maho probably wanted to get details about the device from Kriso, so it seemed to be helping. Oh, it must be so hard for Maho. She can never come to terms with Kriso's death because she's constantly reminded of her being alive in some way, shape, or form. Damn.
それにしてもこんなラボで本当にタイムリープマシンを作ってたなんて実際にタイムマシンを目にした今でも信じられないわ。
You! She's even speaking to her like she's Kriso.
でも人間の記憶を丸ごとデータ化して過去に飛ばすなんて発想はすごいですよね。さすがは真帆先輩。
その言葉そっくりそのままあなたに返してあげるわ。
Because you are the stand-in for Kriso now. Bruh.
はい。
あなたは天才で所詮私はサリエリだったってことよ。
Oh, Maho. Her insecurities. I'm so sorry, yeah? Watching the two of them, it was easy to fool myself into thinking that it was Maho and Kriso talking. Yeah, don't fall. Don't do the same shit Maho does right now. Okay, Rintaro, please.
なあかがり。
そうだ、アマデウスで思い出しましたけど、プロジェクトはどうなってるんですか？
Oh.
残念ながら凍結されたわ。
かがり。
凍結？
She doesn't
どう
even
して？
react to her
もしかして
name.
レスキネン教授が決めたんですか？
She doesn't even react to her own name anymore.
私にもわからないわ。教授はもっと上からの指示だって言ってたけど。
Oh my god, don't tell me Rintaro's going to say Kurisu and then she's going to react. There's no way.
そんな、せっかく順調に言ってたのに。
Rip Amadeus. You will be missed.
なあクリス。
Yeah, here we go.
はい？
Oh, fuck. No, we're losing Kagari. Shit. Shit!
あれ？私、今。
Fuck, we're losing her.
君はかがり。椎名かがりだよな。
椎名かがり。そう。私は 椎名かがり
Maho shouldn't.
私は
Shit. Maho shouldn't encourage the Kurisu shenanigans going on right now. She should also remind Kagari all the time of her own existence, instead of pretending like she's Kurisu. Oh shit. Kagari suddenly put her hands up to her head, afraid.
でもそれじゃあこれはこの頭の中にある記憶は何
They are not yours.
それはマキセクリスの記憶だ。
Yeah.
君の記憶じゃない。
Yeah.
そんなこと言われてもわかんないよ
Kagari was acting completely different now than she was just a moment ago with Maho. She raised her voice like a child throwing a tantrum. She always kept her childish side, which would make sense if we consider that her memories are completely lost from 10 years old to however old she is now. So, you know, trauma-induced forgetfulness? I don't know.
だって私にとっては私の記憶でしかないんだもん
That's all she has.
マユリンママたちとの記憶も子供の頃のパパとの記憶もアメリカの大学での出来事も全部私の中にあるんだもん
More than half of those aren't yours. That's crazy.
どれが本当でどれか嘘かなんて私わかんないよ
I feel so bad for her. She's losing her identity. This poor girl. Her words turned to sobs. Dude, we have to reawaken her lost memories from her 10-year-old self during the time that she was kidnapped. But if it actually was this traumatic, I don't know if that will do any good. But we have to reinstate her identity somehow in her mind. How the fuck do we do that? We can't just extract Kurisu from her. They are so intertwined. I don't think that's possible. Bruh. Sorry, I'm yapping again. Oh my god. I could understand how she felt. From her perspective, it was all real. None of it was fake. Yeah. It was easy to tell her to get a hold of herself. But it wasn't that easy for her to actually do it. She doesn't even know who Makise Kurisu is, so there's even a higher barrier for her to try and differentiate those memories. I remembered what Kurisu had said when she'd finished the time leap machine. She'd said you could never put your memories inside someone else's mind. Well, it's possible now. It would destroy their personality. But just if we were to leave Kagari like this, what would happen? Don't even think about it, Rintaro. Don't be so cruel. There was a chance that her own memories would disappear and only Kurisu's would remain. Rintaro, please don't be that desperate. Oh my god. If that happened, who would the person in front of me become? Would they be Kagari? Or would they be Kurisu? I don't think either of them. Neither. If it was Kurisu. No. Don't do it, bro. That wasn't true. It was impossible. Yes? I couldn't even think about it. Good. But the more I thought, don't think about it! The more I felt a horrible idea tugging at my mind, no matter how much I tried to ignore it. I could get my lover back! Bitch.
私どうしたらいいの助けて
Oh shit. Shit. It would have been great if Mayuri was around. But unfortunately both she and Lukaku had gone to school. Both of them were worried about Kagari and had told me to contact them if anything came up, but that didn't mean I could rely on them all the time. They want to be relied on though, those two.
係たん、ちょっと気分転換に散歩でもしてきたらどう？
そうね。人間じっとしてると余計なこと考えちゃうものよ。
This is not
少しく
overthinking.
らい体を動かした方がいいかもしれないわね。
I wonder if it's productive to learn more about Kurisu's life. I wonder if that's going to be productive to her or not.
というわけでオカリン、係たん
What?
に頼んだ。
What? I'm the babysitter.
わかった。
Sure. Girl needs to relax. This is crazy. The two of us walked out to Chodori together, but we didn't really have anything to do. Okay, I need to look if my audio is fine. It seems like it is, thank God. Because I did have audio issues previously, I hope they are fixed now. Holy moly. There we go. We didn't have anything to do. Let's go to the arcade. I guess. What are you thinking about? Wanna share? The air outside must have made her feel a little better because Kagari was starting to calm down.
その どこか行きたいところあるかな？
どこでもいいの？
Oh shit.
ああ、君の行きたいところでいい。
Okay, guys, put in your bets now. Is she going to talk about a place that Kurisu wants to visit or that Kagari wants to visit? Place your bets now.
それじゃあクリスさんと行ったところに連れてってほしい。
Oh. Okay, this doesn't count. This is not what I expected.
え？
Why does she want to know more about
Kagari-san
Kurisu?
クリスさんと歩いたことのある場所に連れて行って。
Somewhere I'd been with Kurisu. Where could that be? The coin laundry in the neighborhood? Horin Park? Sanbo's beef bowl? Dude, I hadn't spent a lot of time with her at fun or romantic places. I'd spent a lot of time with her, but most of it had disappeared into many different world lines. I'd gone through that time again and again. But most of it had been spent arguing and working with her at the lab. Also, if her memories transferred to Kagari, it couldn't be her memories of Kurisu's and Rintaro's time together, because it happened in another world line. In this world line, they have only met once at the conference, at the 80 whatever. So, will that work? Will that help her? I don't know. We'd never spent any time going places to have fun. And we'd never made it to Aomori either, where Kurisu wanted to go.
オカリンさんがクリスさんと初めて会ったのはどこ？
Oh no, are we going there?
初めて会った場所。
私そこに行きたい。
Shit. The place where Kurisu and I had met. It was the building. ATF? Fuck.
ここ？
I forgot the name. Oh no, trauma. A brightly colored building in front of Akihabara Station. Radikan! Why did I say 80 something? Am I stupid? It's Radikan. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Please, I'm so sorry. This was where it started. The beginning of the previous game. Yes, this is where everything had begun. On that day, the time machine appeared on the roof of the building. It was just after that when I met Kurisu. I could still remember it. The challenging look in her eyes. Thinking back, I may have already fallen in love with her then. Love at first sight? Okay, bro. But even though this was the place I'd met her, this was also the place where she died. Where you killed her. Yup. Oh my god.
オカリンさんどうしたの？
He's losing it.
すまない。
Trauma. Sorry guys, I'm sneezing lately so much. I don't have an allergy, I promise. Oh my god. Lately I'd been so busy with Kagari that I'd started to think I was getting a little better, but maybe I wasn't.
汗すごい。ごめん。もしかして私のせい？
No.
いや、そうじゃないんだ。
Mm-hmm.
ただ、
He's lost. Whenever I came here, I couldn't help but remember what happened that day. But... Oh
行
shit.
こう。
Oh shit. He wants to push through it.
いいの？具合悪いんでしょ？
Don't tell her you're okay, I swear to
大丈夫だ。
god. Oh my god! Of course! It's the usual I'm fine line. My god, I couldn't just stand out here forever. I couldn't keep Mayuri, Daru, and the others worrying forever. If I needed to get over it at some point, then...
わかった。それじゃあ行こう。
Oh my god, it's exposure therapy. Oh no. Something soft touched my hand. Kagari was holding my hand tightly in hers.
ありがとう。
Aw, she's so sweet. Kagari led me down the bustling street toward Radikan. My knees felt like they were about to give out at any second. Even after I'd gone inside, I was still doing better than I had thought I would. But I still didn't feel like climbing the stairs where it had happened. We took the elevator to the roof. Paris, aka Agiha Rumiho, had carefully locked the door to the roof so that no one who wasn't authorized could enter. Didn't she, like, rent the entire top floor or some shit? I'd been given a key too, but today was the first time I was able to use it. Not rent, but, How do you call it in English, bro? I always forget. Oh, it was renting, right? Okay, it was. I'm sorry. I'm kind of dumb right now. I'd been given a key too, but today was the first time I was able to use it. The first thing I saw after coming onto the roof was a strangely shaped object, the time machine. Yeah, the classic.
懐かしい。これこれ。私これに乗ってきたんだよ。
Kagari happily ran up to the time machine. It was right after she'd separated from Suza that she lost her memories. She remembered going from the future to this place in 1975.
初めてこのビルの上に降りた時にね、お空がすっごく綺麗でびっくりしたの。
Damn, it doesn't look as pretty now, to be honest. Unfortunately, it wasn't very pretty right now. Yeah! God, I'm so on the same wavelength as this guy. It's crazy. But Kagari spoke as if there was an endless blue sky stretching out in front of us.
私、ママと別れるのが嫌で、
Yep.
ずっとこのマシンの中で泣いてた。ママに会いたいよって。そんなことじゃダメだ。いつまでも泣くんじゃないって、鈴葉お姉ちゃんに言われて、それでも悲しくて。
Yo, Kagari, could you explain to me why you were about to shoot Suza with a gun? And why the hell you heard the voice of God in your head? I'm kinda curious.
そんな時に開いたハッチの外に見えたのが青い空だったの。
Hope for a better future is what you saw.
2036年の空は青くないのか？
戦争の影響でね、ずっと黒くて暗い空。
Damn.
それに外にもなかなか出してもらえないし。
Probably because there were a lot of poisonous gases or radioactive shit, maybe. If it was a nuclear war, so maybe that's why they weren't allowed to go outside. The mid-70s were right after the big economy growth spurt. Ecological concerns weren't as important as they are now. That was also when air pollution was a really big deal. Oh, so in the 70s, she also saw a dark sky. Okay. The air probably wasn't as clean as it is now. If it seemed beautiful to her anyway, that must have meant the air in the future was really terrible. Okay, I did not misunderstand her. Got it.
オカリンさんはここでクリスさんと初めて会ったの？
No, not quite. Yeah.
ここじゃない。ここは。
お、
A cold drop hit my nose. Oh, it's raining. No!
入ってきちゃった。
No! It reminds me of the time where Rintaro made the choice to sacrifice Krisu to save Mayuri's life. Are they going to go to the staircase now? Oh my god.
そうだな。
Shit. That's right. Yeah.
岡部か。
生きてたか。
そっか。ここだとあんたと会っちゃう可能性があること忘れてた。
Yeah.
何をしていたんだ？
考え事。
About her own life, maybe. About the future. That she isn't going to be a part of anymore. Oh, shit. The rain had been falling then, too. When she learned that either she or Mayuri was fated to die, she'd come here and looked up at the sky like this. Nah. Oh my god. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Dude, is God mocking him? What had she been thinking then? Oh. When she'd entrusted her fate to another person, to me. He doesn't care. Damn. Kagari dragged me inside, away from the noise of the falling rain. A few moments later, I found myself sitting there. The place was being renovated and none of the stores were open. The lights were off too, and it made the place seem very gloomy. Oh no. That day after the rain, Krisa and I had leaned up against each other and talked. And this was also the place where...
ここだよ。ここが俺とクリスが初めて会った場所だ。
Yeah. Oh my god, it was the first and also the last place of them together. God damn it, game. It's only hitting me now. I'm only realizing this right now. Bruh. Strictly speaking, this is where I first met her in the beta world line. That day, half a year ago. Half a year, huh?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
さっきとはいつのことだ？
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に私に何か言おうとしましたよね。
Oh my
すご
god.
く悲しそうな顔をして、
That's the Rintaro that already has lost you.
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。
I remember. Do you guys remember with my shitty microphone back in the day? Good
どう
times.
して私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
We have. Both of us just don't know it yet. Thinking back, that was the beginning of everything. I wished I'd never met her. If only I'd have known this would be the result. If I'd never met her, I wouldn't have to feel this way. Oh
ホカ
shit.
リンさん、
I felt something soft touch my face.
かがり。
私が怖がっていると
Oh my
ママ
god.
がよくこうしてくれたの。
Oh my god.
どうして？
だってホカリンさんすごく辛そうで、今にも泣き出しそうなんだもん。
Oh my god, it's the same shit that Krisu said. Kagari patted me on the head again and again, as if I were a child. Holy shit.
あいつとクリスと初めて会ったのはここだった。
ここってこの踊り場？
あ、
Damn.
最初の印象は最悪。初めて会ったっていうのに上から目線では睨みつけてくる場で可愛さのかけらもなかった。
Not cute at all! She is cute in her own way.
もっとも向こうだってそう思ってただろうけどな。
Your hoeing Kyoma persona, I swear to god. After all, at the time I was rambling about nonsense like organization agents. It's not nonsense anymore.
でもそれでもクリスさんはホカリンさんにとって
Yeah,
大切な人になった。
yeah.
あ、
That was in the Alpha world line though. Right after I'd met Krisu in this one, she
私
died.
の顔ってクリスさんによく似てるんだよね。
Yeah.
どうしてそれを？
先輩、真帆さんから聞いたの。それでネットで調べてみたんだけど、自分でもびっくりするくらい似てた。そんな人の記憶が私の中にあるなんて、それも運命なのかなって。
I don't think that it's coincidental that they look alike like this. I really don't, but I can't explain why. Fate. It always was. How I hate it. Fate laughed at us. It toyed with us.
ねえ、もしも、
Uh-oh. A drop of rain ran down Kagari's hair and hit the floor.
もしもね、椎名かがりの記憶がなくなって完全にクリスさんの記憶に入れ替わるとしたら、そしたら私はマキセクリスになっちゃうのかな。
I don't know.
そう簡単にいくものじゃないよ。
でももしもだよ、もしもそうなるならオカリンさんは嬉しい？
Oh, fuck. Don't ask him that. Would you be happy if I, Shina Kagari, were gone? No!
私がクリスさんになったらオカリンさんは嬉しい？
Shit. It was the voice of the demon I tried so many times to ignore.
俺は
That isn't what I wished for. Or is it? Ah, fuck. He hates this part of himself so
で
much.
も私はやっぱり嫌だな。
Okay, then it won't happen. I'll try my best to not make it happen. Another drop of rain struck. It's not rain.
このまま自分が
どうやって生きてきたのかもわからないまま、誰からも必要とされないまま消えちゃうなんて。
かがり。
Oh, shit.
私どうなっちゃうのかな。私は
This poor girl. I would also be scared shitless. Kagari was shaking a little. It wasn't just because of the cold.
ごめん。
いや、
I never did figure out what she was apologizing
こ
for.
のままじゃ風邪をひく。そろそろ帰ろう。
I think it's because she knows that, or in her mind, she knows that Rintaro would prefer Krisu to be back. But she doesn't want to grant him that wish because she doesn't want to disappear without knowing anything about herself. And I think that's what she feels guilty about and is apologizing for. Oh my god. Hey, so, the fresh breath of air that
と
I
にか
took
く上
in
がってください。
wasn't really helpful. Luca? When? The first time I went into Lukaku's room, it really did look like a girl's room. Oh my god.
二人ともずぶ濡れ。急いで着替えなきゃ。
Damn, we went down in the rain. Yanabayashi's shrine was closer to Radikan than the lab, so I decided to bring Kagari there. Mayuri had sent me a message on the way, so I had to come here first. I figured that Kagari needed Mommy Mayuri right now more than she needed me.
ママ。
Just like I thought, the second she saw Mayuri's face, she relaxed a little.
寒かったでしょ
Uh-huh.
う。お風呂沸かしてきますね。
Lukaku handed us towels to wipe away the rain and ran out of the room to start the bath.
お風呂、ママと一緒がいい。
Damn.
ユシと？うん、いいよ。
So cute.
あ、でもオカリンはどうする？
いや、俺はいい。かがりを先に入れてやってくれ。
Hmm.
ありがとう。オカリンも風邪ひいちゃうから着替えだけでもしてね。
She's so sweet.
なんとかする。
I don't know if there are clothes here that will fit me. Maybe I could borrow Lukaku's father's clothes? Just as I got up to leave the room.
かがりちゃん？
Huh? Why was that so loud just now?
どうしたの？かがりちゃん。
Something was wrong with Kagari. Dude, what in the fuck is happening? She was staring at Mari's face, confused. Does she not recognize her?
かがり？
誰？
Oh my fucking god.
あなたは誰？
Oh no.
マユシーだよ。かがりちゃん。
Uh-oh.
かがり。
Who is
私
that?
の名前？
かがり。
Oh my god, did we actually lose her?
違う。私は誰な
Who?
の？
Who am
私
I?
は
What? Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Kagari tore at her hair and let loose a cry that sounded like it came from the pits of hell. What the fuck?
しっかりしろ、かがり。
What the hell happened during the time that she disappeared? What the fuck?
痛いよママ。助けて。
She remembers Mama.
助けて。
Papa.
誰か助けて。
Oh my god.
私を助けてよ。
From who? From what?
誰か。
Is she gonna fall? Yeah, unconscious. Shit. What triggered this? She was like a puppet whose strings had been cut. All the strength left her body and she fell forward. What triggered this? Why did it disappear? Her memories, like Kagari's memories. What? By the time I left Lukaku's house, the rain had stopped. We waited for a while after that, but Kagari showed no signs of waking up. She looked peaceful as she was sleeping, so I decided to leave her to Mayuri and Lukako and head back to the lab. Fuck, she forgot about Mayuri. I don't know if she forgot completely about Mayuri or if it's just momentarily and then she'll remember if she wakes up. Dude, according to the two of them, she'd gotten confused several times in the past, but never like this. We might have underestimated how dangerous the situation really was. Her brain was probably under a lot of stress already. We needed a way to deal with this, and now. Yeah, they can't afford to wait anymore, but for that... Huh? The second I opened the door, I heard Daro and Maho yelling. Wait! Ain't no way. I ran inside without even taking the time to remove my shoes. What a crime.
オカリン、なんつグッドタイミング。
I know, right? So coincidental.
岡部さん、びしょ濡れじゃない。
So?
そんなことはどうでもいい。
Yeah?
それよりも、やったのか？
What the fuck?
むふ。
Oh my god. Daro gave me a thumbs up.
でかしたダル。
My super hacker.
スーパーハッカーなのだぜ。これくらい当然だっつーの。
Holy shit. This is nothing! Okay, bro. He could say that, but I knew exactly how much talent and effort it took to hack San. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Why is Daro like that? Your average hacker couldn't do it. The name Super Hacker wasn't just for show.
ヒヤジョーさんは、ヒヤジョーさんの方も完成したのか？
私だってこれくらいどうってことなかったわ。
Hell yeah. What a dream team. Mao stuck her thumb up just like Daro had.
さすがだな。
Dude, we have the dream team assembled actually.
まあこれも全部あなたやかがりさんから情報を得られたからなんだけど、そういう意味ではかがりさんの中にクリスの記憶が残っていて助かったわね。
Yeah, because they don't know the password to her laptop.
いや、それでも完成させたのはヒヤジョーさんの力だ。
Hell yeah. Let's give Maho a little bit of applause as well. She did good. Gotta love this team.
ありがとう。その言葉素直に受け取っておくわ。
You better.
あとは実際にきちんと機能するかどうかが問題だけど、こればっかりは試してみるわけにもいかないのよね。
Just to try it.
そうだな。
Oh my god.
僕はキッチン二郎3回な。
Huh? Sure thing. Whatever you want. Anyway, everything was ready. All that was left was to find out who they were. But that was still the biggest problem. Yeah, who did this to
それ
Kagari?
じゃ私はちょっと眠らせてもらうわ。
Yeah.
さすがに疲れる。
Hello? The sound of a ringing phone cut her off.
もう誰よ。
That's her
こ
phone?
れから寝ようって時に。
That's a strange ringtone.
はい、もしもし。
She muttered to herself as she took the phone to the back of the development room. That's not really muttering.
で、かがりたんの方はどうなん？
Not good.
それなんだが。
Just as I spoke, a Rhine message arrived. Oh my god. Okay. Who? Kagari-san woke up. She's calmed down. Okay, good. I let out a small sigh of relief and sent back an answer. Got it. Sorry. Can you look after her for a while? I'll contact you if I need you.
実はあまり良くない。
Yeah.
今日なんて真由りのことすら分からなくなった。
マジで。
Mm-hmm. What
それ
fuck,
だけじゃ
bro?
ない。その後ひどい頭痛を訴えて意識を失った。
Yeah.
それまずくね？
Yes?
まずいな。なんとかしないと。
But what though? But unless we knew who we were up against, there was nothing we could do.
本当ですか？
What? Daro and I exchanged glances at the sudden voice from the development room.
マホタン、どうしたん？
Mautan, bruh.
何かあったのか？
Okay. When we looked inside, Maho turned around in a state of shock.
荒らされたって。私の借りてたホ
Shit.
テルの部屋。
I knew the shit would happen. They are after this goddamn laptop! And also hard drive. Shit. Someone is after this shit. But who? The call was from the hotel. Maho was staying at the business hotel in Wako City. Sometime in the past few days, while she's been staying here, someone had ransacked it. She'd left her keycard with the front desk, but there were signs that the lock had been picked. She'd just given her okay to search the room.
それで詳しい状況は分かったのか？
Did I misread this? She'd just given her okay to search the room. Okay. Got it. To police probably.
今から警察に連絡するから、何が盗まれてるか調べるためにも早く戻ってこいって。
じゃあ何が取られたかわからんってこと？もしかして。
Oh my god! You know what? That would actually, if it were a pervert who only stolen her undies, that would actually be easier to deal with than whatever the fuck wants this laptop, okay?
そういうのは全部持ってきてるわよ。セクハラで訴えましょうか？
うひー、それだけは勘弁。
Oh my god, he looks a little bit too happy about that.
まあ、私の部屋って普段から散らかってるから、荒らされてるように見えただけって可能性もある。
I don't think
楽観
so.
的に考えればね。
I don't think so.
鍵が開けられてたって言うから、誰かが入ったのは間違いないでしょうけど。実はついこの間もオフィスの方が荒らされたことがあって。
じゃあ単なる偶然じゃないな。
Yup.
何者かがヒアジョーさんの持っている何かを探しているんだ。
Yup.
そうね。でも何を探しているのかは見当がついてるわ。
Oh shit.
なんだ？
クリスのノート PC よ。
Let's go. Okay, we're on the same wavelength. Let's go.
あれか。
Putting all pieces together, it seemed the most likely option. I could be sure that whoever tried to overwrite Kagari's memories was the same group that attacked her in the other world line. Whoever those people were, they were after the time machine theory hidden in Kirisa's memories. But since the experiment had failed and Kagari had escaped, they turned their attention to the other thing Kirisa had left behind. The laptop and hard drive that Maho had, yeah. But if they were after that, did that mean they had it now?
つかその PC ってこの前マホタンが僕に託したやつ？
Yeah, she brought it with her.
何？
実はね、どうしてもパスワードを解析したくて、ここにこもるようになってから橋田さんにお願いしたの。
I already know the password.
それじゃあノート PC は？
It's so funny to me now that Maho asked Rintaro for what Kirisa might have possibly put as a password, even though Maho would be able to figure that out herself because it was something that they both share, like their interest in Mozart music, especially that one composition, I think is what it's called. Dude, I'm not sure anymore.
無事のはずよ。ね。
もちろん。今は僕の秘密のアジトにあるのだぜ。
I know where the secret hideout is.
つってもずっとセルンのハッキングにかかりきりだったからまだパスワードは解析できてないけどね。
That made me feel a lot better. Now if only we knew who had broken into her room, but it wouldn't be that easy. Are there security cameras there? Still, if they'd done something like that, they must be starting to panic. What would they do next? Wait a second.
もしかしたらこれは使えるかもしれない。
How?
使えるって？
To trap them? I didn't want to waste time explaining, so I just took out my phone and made the call. To whom? Several days later. Kagari's condition was getting worse! Fuck, is he calling Moeka right now? I don't know who else he would be calling. Dude. Oh no. Why are we seeing her backside, bro? Staccato? I don't know. Footsteps echoed through the darkness. Akihabara got quiet earlier. The ever-busy electronics store, the concert halls that were filled with cheers, and the coffee shops that were full of laughter, all of that gave way to silence as soon as night fell. A single set of footsteps walked slowly through the silence, never breaking rhythm. It's Kagari's. They belonged to a girl. It was dark, so it was hard to see her clearly, but it was very clear that she was acting strange. She had a cap pulled down over her face and was trying to avoid letting anyone see her as she walked. As if she was hiding from someone. As if someone was chasing her. Dude, what? And just as she was about to turn a corner, several men jumped out in front of her. The girl stopped in surprise. Suddenly there were men behind her too. They ambushed her. Holy shit. Damn. Kagari looks sick as fuck right now. One of the men spoke. His Japanese was fluent, but if she listened carefully, she might have detected a trace of a foreign accent. Dude. Why are they ganging up on her? The girl they called Kagari was helpless as they surrounded her. Is that actually Kagari? One of the men thought to himself, "This is the easiest job in the world." All they had to do was kidnap the single helpless looking girl. Is this Suzuha? I think I heard Suzuha's voice. Is this Suzuha dressed as Kagari right now? Bruh, there was no need to bring this many people. No, it wasn't just him. Almost everyone here felt the same way. Oh shit. Call the hospital. No, call the ambulance, but not for me. Dude. The men gradually began to close in. The girl simply stood there, afraid, and showed no signs of resistance. This was too easy. Just as the man smiled and reached out his hand. Get fucked, bro. Did she slash them? Dude, he thought he heard the sound of something slicing through the air. Then he fell to the ground, clutching his hand. It looked like 3 saws. She cut off 3 of his fingers, bro? That is crazy, yeah? That is crazy, dude. Before they realized that the sausages were the man's fingers, another man went down from a high kick to the head. The man began to howl in rage.
You fucking bitch!
Well, Suzuha's not gonna fucking care. How about that? They leapt at the girl, swearing. But... oh. Yeah. Holy shit. One of the men who was trying to attack her from behind suddenly screamed. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Who the fuck? Why is he here? A huge man came out of the darkness, silhouetted by the moon. What is he doing here? Mr. Brown, what are you doing here? What was that? Hello? What is happening? Is this the trap that they set? To interrogate them? That's pretty smart. Oh, it's the 15th now. Okay. 15th is an important date. Dude. That was all I could say as I watched these tough men go down, one after the other. I knew from his size that Tennoji was strong. It was the other girl that really shocked me. Yep. Her disguise ruined, Suzuha jumped around like a cat. Each time she moved, the men around her quivered. Dude, she easily cut off 3 fingers from a guy. That's what World War III does to you, bro. I knew she'd undergone combat training, but I had no idea she was this strong when she was serious. The kicks from her long, lithe legs were like a work of art. Okay. Holy shit. Got him? Baito. You got it, boss. Dude, the men fell to the ground without even having the time to draw their knives and guns. Several days earlier, when I realized that the enemy was probably starting to panic, I came up with a plan. In the last worldline, Moika had told me that someone was looking for Kagari. I wondered if that was true in this worldline too. So I asked Moika to leak some information for me. A girl matching Shina Kagari's description came down this road at the same time every day. And today, a few days later, they'd all taken the bait. Okay, so they did this for quite some days, got it. I hung back behind the corner. Shit, I skipped that. Sorry about that. I hung back behind the corner of an alley, watching them fight. I felt kind of pathetic. It's fine, everyone has their own strengths, don't be ashamed. But it was obvious that not only would I be of no help whatsoever, I'd actually just get in the way. Yeah, you get your ass beaten, bro. So it was smarter to leave it to them. Definitely. I heard Dada's voice from the earphone on one of my ears. I'd called him and left the calls connected so we could talk at any time. She's good? Dado had been opposed to Suza's plan to use herself as a decoy. He must have been worried about putting his daughter in danger.
心配いらない。
Yeah.
お前の娘は想像よりずっとすごいよ。
Rintaro stunned.
そりゃ僕の娘だからね。
Oh
で
my
も
god.
傷物になんかされたらオカリン一生恨むからな。
Oh no, don't curse me. He'd be better off worrying about the people she was fighting. Damn! Wait, I suddenly heard a high-pitched whistle. At the signal, the men started to turn and run. They'd realized they'd fallen into a trap and decided to retreat. Shit, we need to capture some of
お
them.
っと、そうはいくかよ。
Nice, nice, nice. Let's go. Tennoji's giant arms grabbed one of the men's hands. But then... A gun?! There was a hollow popping sound and the man's body went limp. So someone killed them. No way. He's dead? He took his own life. Oh, he killed himself.
おじさん、そっち。
Oh, what? A piercing yell brought me back to my senses. One of the men was coming toward the alleyway where I was hiding. Our goal was to capture them and make them tell us who they were working for. If we couldn't do that, all of this would be for nothing. Capture him. I ran out in front of the man without even thinking. My sudden appearance caused him to hesitate for a moment. But he kept charging without dropping his speed. Shit! I saw that he was holding on to something shiny near his waist. Also a gun? Or a knife? Ayo? Let's go! Just as he hit me, Suza slammed into him with a jump kick. Okay, he better fall unconscious.
おっと、
Huh? The kick knocked him directly into Tennoji's waiting arms. Let's go, teamwork. Tennoji caught him easily, then spun the man's arms around his back so he couldn't hurt himself.
おじさん、
Oh my
怪我
god.
は？
Does he have a poison capsule in his mouth? I hope not, because that is also a way to kill himself to not leak info. Oh shit.
大丈夫？
What happened?
なんともない。
Do you take a shot every time he says fine? I swear to
オ
god.
カリンどうしたん？何があった？
Did he get stabbed or something?
心配するな。こっちはみんな無事だ。それより鈴葉、奴は。
Okay. Okay, he's alive. For now. Something like a scream came out of his mouth. At some point, Tennoji had jammed what looked like a towel into it. He was probably trying to keep him from killing himself, like the last guy.
おいおい、あんまり暴れるんじゃねえよ。騒ぎになって困るのはおめえもだろうが。
Damn. I wonder if Tennoji and Osusa are good at torturing info out of people. I have a feeling they might be.
それにまだ1本目だぜ。情けねえ。あとまだ9本も残ってる。
He's... Oh, damn. We've got 9 more. 9 more? What does he mean by that?
それが終わったら目だ。それから両方の耳、鼻。まだまだお楽しみはいっぱいあるんだぜ。
Did you just break one of his fingers, bro? His voice was cold. Okay, they are pretty good at torturing people, as I suspected. This was the real Tennoji. This was FB. I wanted to look away, but Suza was watching without flinching in the slightest.
俺だって面倒な真似はしたくねえ。どうせ吐くんなら早めに吐いた方がお互いのためだと思うぜ。
Oh, fuck. Second finger broken.
ん？どうだ？もう一本いくか。
Oh, no, that was the first one. Well... Is that a yes? The man shook his head violently. Sounds like a yes to me.
最初からそうすりゃいいんだよ。で、おめえさんたちの元締めは誰だ？
Is he gonna tell? Tennoji took the towel out of the man's mouth. He said something in a whisper, so small I couldn't hear it. Tennoji's pallor suddenly changed.
ストラト4？
No! Oh no! Leskinen! Leskinen's bitch squad! How I love it.
冗談じゃねえだろな。
The man desperately shook his head again.
ストラト4か。
Yep.
また面倒な奴らが。
A problem. That's the underestimation of the century. Stratofolk. I'd heard of them. Back when I was into conspiracy theories, I looked them up on the internet. Their real names was Strategic Focus, I think. They were an American civilian intelligence company, sometimes called the Shadow CIA. They specialized in military matters, and their skills had supposedly been put to good use during the Iraq and Gulf Wars. Yeah, we've had this before in another ending. If a certain rounder like Tennoji said they were a problem, they probably were. There was probably more than a problem. This wasn't going to be easy. Yeah, no shit! But now wasn't the time for being scared.
聞いたか誰今すぐにストラト4のサーバーにハッキングをかけてくれ
Yeah, easy clap, bro.
Okie dokie!
Dude! It's ridiculous. I felt myself starting to relax after I completed my first objective. But there wasn't time for that. This was where things really began. Yeah. Oh shit.
どうしたの店長。何か気にかかることでも。
いや、ストラト4といや民間の会社だぜ。いわば金によって雇われてる連中だ。そんな奴らがいくら捕まったからって自決までするか？
It did seem strange, come to think of it.
おい、
Well,
おめえ本当に
huh? Tennoji tried to wring the man's neck again, but...
気を失ってやがる。
Oh.
だらしねえやつだ。
What the wimp! Okay, bro. Dude. Tennoji sighed and took out the rope, then started to tie him up. So, there is one fear that I have. Like, just, I don't know if it's called a phobia, but I'm very, very, very afraid of getting killed or tortured. Like, this is the worst shit that could possibly happen to me, or like persecuted. Oh my god, this is like actually... I think this is the top one thing that I'm afraid of in my life. Like, I wouldn't even hold out to a single finger, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Bruh.
後始末は俺に任せて。おめえらは行け。
いいんですか
これで終わりじゃねえんだろ。
This isn't the end. Well, this is only the beginning. I was a little curious what he intended to do with them, but...
わかりました後のことはお願いします
I had other priorities right now. I set my face to Tennoji and hurried to the lab with Suzuha. Okay. So, the people that did this to Kagari were the strategic focus group as well then.
おじさん、早く。
They must be, right?
わかってる
Suzuha ran through the night like a panther. It was all I could do to keep up. God, he has no stamina! The paths to the labs seemed far longer than it usually did. We finally made it to the lab. Mayuri, Ferris, and everyone else were already there waiting. And Kagari too. Everyone is here. Uh-oh. She doesn't seem good. Kagari was lying on the couch in obvious pain. Her breathing was shallow. Her complexion was pale. Something bad could happen to her at any moment. They had to hurry the fuck up.
どうだ
ちょい待ち。前にハッキングかけた時のルートがあるから今探ってる。
前にってお前
Oh
そんな
my
危険なことをしてたのか
He did it once before. This insane man.
ちょっとね、友達と賭けでね。どっちが早くハックできるか勝負したんだ。ゴーゴーカレー1年分。
This guy. He probably had no idea how dangerous that was.
あれどっちが勝ったか聞かないん
From the way he was acting, there was no need to even ask. You won, yeah?
とにかく急いでくれ
ラジャー
Yes, sir. This guy's insanely good at what he's doing, to a point where it's like comedic. Since their plan to steal back Kagari had failed, there was a good chance Stratfog would resort to even more desperate measures. There was no time to waste, and did you get stabbed?
おかり、顔色悪いよ。
いやなんでもない
It's totally nothing. I'm just bleeding
なんでもない
out.
ことないにゃ。見せるにゃ。
No, don't look. It's embarrassing. Don't look. Ferris ripped off my coat. Oh shit.
ひどい怪我してるにゃ。
Blood.
岡部さん、違う。
Yeah. Did he get stabbed or shot? I tried to avoid looking at it, but there was a lot more dark blood staining the side of my shirt than I'd expected to see. When the man had stabbed me before, okay, stabbing, it must have gone in pretty deep. He not only got stabbed, but he also ran here after getting stabbed. What the fuck? That's insane.
問題ないわけないにゃ。ルカにゃ、応急手当ての用意を。
I can't believe he's still saying he's okay. He's fine after the fucking stab wound, bro.
問題ない。
Totally fine. It's just a flesh wound, okay? Nothing to worry about. Bruh. This guy is
俺は大
sweat
丈夫だ。
Tell that to yourself.
マイリー、それよりも係は
Not good, it seems.
係ちゃん、しかり。
Kagari was still lying on the sofa, panting for breath. For the last few days, she'd been getting weaker and weaker. Oh shit. Her hand reached up into the air.
どこにいるの？ママはここだよ。ちゃんとそばにいるよ。
Aww. Mairi grabbed her hand tightly and Kagari finally gave a weak smile.
ママ、私このまま消えちゃうのかな。
Oh no.
大丈夫だよ。きっとオカリンとダルくんが何とかしてくれるから。
We'll help you. We'll fix you.
オカリンさん。そうだよ。オカリン、わかるよね。オカリンさん。
Kagari's lifeless eyes turned toward me.
心配しなくていい。
Lifeless eyes.
もう少しで元通りになる。
I'm not sure about that.
さん。
Okabe.
私を消して。
Erase me.
係。
No.
彼女の中から私を消して。
Oh no.
このままじゃ彼女が。
Those were Kurisu's words. Personality and memory were two different things. Just because she had Kurisu's memories, that didn't mean she had Kurisu's personality, and yet sacrificing herself to save someone else is very much Kurisu. But... oh shit.
岡部さん、
Oh my god.
私を消して。
Oh my god. Yeah, Kurisu asked those... Yeah, asked the same thing to save Mayuri. Those are definitely Kurisu's words. At least, that's how it seemed to me. I remember what she'd said before. She told me to save Mayuri. She told me she couldn't sacrifice Mayuri to save herself. Maybe there was a tiny chance that Kurisu's memories would safely settle inside Kagari's mind. But even if they did, I knew what she'd chosen. She'd chosen to leave. She'd chosen to disappear. Again, I had no way of knowing if the words coming out of Kagari's mouth were from another personality created by Kurisu's memories. But there was no doubt that they were Kurisu's words. Yeah. She's asking you again to make her disappear. Right now she was nothing but a formless thing called memories. So why? God damn it. Why even now, when she was nothing but memories, did she still have to suffer so much? Why did she have to suffer at all? This is so not fair.
ごめんね、岡部。
Oh my god. This is not real. Clear drops fell from her softly closed eyes.
誰？まだか？
Oh no. Kurisu. I asked him to stop myself from screaming her name.
待って、もうすぐ。
Shit.
まずいよおじさん
Yeah, no shit! Susa whispered to me as she looked out the window.
兄さん何人か集まってきてる
What?
ストラト4だ
What? So quick.
よし来い来い来い
Oh damn, like that was surprisingly calm in the situation. The tension was rising every second. Was he done yet? Why wasn't he done yet?
シャー
誰
Oh my
シャ
god.
ーシャーシャー来た来た来た
Not so loud, bro! Oh shit. Lukaku and the others brought the treatment device over, but I motioned for them to stay back as I looked down at the monitor. Maho leaned over Daru's
重
other
要そうなファ
shoulder.
イルの中からサイズの大きなものを選んで
Okay.
待ってよ大きなの2ともしかしてこれかな
John, Junk, Groan, Drain? What is this?
でもファイルネームジョンって
John. John Titor? No.
モーツァルトの洗礼名はヨハネきっとそれだわ
Oh!
なんかよくわからんけど OK てか中にもファイルがいっぱいあるんですけど
Okay. Oh, this is the casual, number code.
見せて
Inside the folder were several files labeled with codes.
ファイルが増えてる私たちの研究段階じゃこんなに多くなかった
Huh. Which meant that after the Amadeus program was shut down, it had ended up in Stratfog's hands somehow, and they'd gone on to do more experiments with it. Yeah, it's because Leskinen is a part of it.
この中のどれかがカガリさんの記憶データのはずだけど
Oh my god.
K6205 だ
Oh shit.
K6205 番が係の記憶だ
Yes, we know that because of the previous word line where they attacked the lab, they mentioned the casual number code. Damn, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. Of course Rintaro remembers. Casual number 620, the magic flute.
K62 あったこれだ
Okay.
後の手はずは事前に話した通りに頼む
Compared to Kriso's time leap machine, the process was a lot simpler. Since the memory data already existed, there was no need for a VR headset. Or the phone wave. Yeah. All we had to do was use the decoder program on Kagari's memory data, then use Sean's LHC to compress it. Then we transferred the compressed data and sent it to the cell phone.
完全に囲まれた
Oh my god. Dude, fuck off.
準備はいいか
オールオッケー
よし
Okay.
行くぞ
Okay. We are restoring Kagari's memories now. When? I looked up and saw that Maho was staring at the screen, her features frozen in an iron mask.
どうしたヤジョさん
本当にうまくいくのかしらもし失敗したらカガリさんは
We have no other choice at this point. I reached my arm around Dado's back and put my hand firmly on her shoulder.
大丈夫だ俺が保証する
Damn, he sounds so desperate.
岡部さん
Oh my god.
係
I stepped away from the PC and knelt down in front of the sofa where Kagari lay.
岡部さん
Oh my god.
いいな
Goodbye. Goodbye, Kriso. Yeah. Oh shit, they're here. Oh shit.
了解
Dude, the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs. The sound of the phone ringing! Okay, I have to save. Who the fuck might possibly call me? I'm scared to pick up the phone. Let me save. So, what I'll first do is... I don't think I will pick up the phone. Because, you know, according to my guide, it doesn't really matter which one I choose. Both will get us different endings here. Who the fuck is calling me though? I'm really curious. Okay, no, I'm not answering this. I don't know who's calling. I will not answer. The sound of the phone ringing. As all these different sounds fill the air.
あのね岡部さん
The last thing she said was...
私多分岡部さんのこと
Oh my god.
あなたのこと
Oh my god. god. No, she will never get to say it. This is pissing me off. What are those Krisa's words or Kagari's? Her words were cut off by the sound of the door and the sound of screaming. I hesitated. Who the fuck is... Oh! So this is with her memory data. Oh no, I really want to answer. This is the moment where her memories are getting transferred back to her. We have to answer to let this happen. I hesitated. Not only did I hesitate to answer it, but I almost tried to tap the button to reject the call. But then Kagari's fingers beat me to the punch. She answered. Her fingers, or maybe Karisa's, tapped the button to answer the call. And then the phone up against her head stopped ringing. Dude, what? Okay, we are still at the beta world line. Antinomic duo, okay. Mother Goose of mutual recursion. That sounds awesome. Dude, what the fuck's happening right now? The dizziness stopped. The fucking music sounds ominous as hell. The room was pitch black. It is still January 15th. There was no one there but me. Even Suzuha, who should have been living here, was gone. Daru, Mayuri, Ferris, Luca. And Kagari too. Everyone was gone. I was so tired and sleepy. What is happening? I clutched my smartphone and laid down on the sofa. I closed my eyes, too tired to think. Okay. What is happening in this world line right now? Why is no one here? I should have checked my phone. Okay, Mayuri is here. I should have checked my phone. God damn it. Lunchtime? Mayuri? Hello? Someone was shaking me softly. Why am I sleeping so much? Oh, Kagari. The second I heard her name, my mind snapped back into alertness. Oh shit. I forced myself to sit up. I was sitting on the sofa in the lab. Okay, outside the window it was bright. Hi. Dude, what is happening here? Mayuri nodded satisfied and left my side. Can I look at my phone, please? Okay, phone. Okay, Amadeus is not here yet, still. Yuki, Ferris, Suzuha, Moika... Kagari is not in our phone contacts. We don't have Ryan messages. Okay. Mayuri nodded satisfied and left my side. I took a look around the room. The table was covered in notebooks and textbooks that seemed to belong to Mayuri. She was probably doing her homework. I could see Daru's huge bag hunched over the PC. Okay, Daru's also here. The monitor was displaying a cute anime character. He seemed to be playing another Oh my god. From the look of things, the only people in the lab were him, me, and Mayuri. Oh. Just as we used to be before he met Kriso. The time on my phone said it was just before noon. How do you see that? Which meant I'd been asleep for more than 10 hours. God, I wish. Oh no, I must have passed out before I checked to see if the worldline had changed. I listened for a moment and I could hear the usual bustling of Akihabara outside. There was no sign of Stratfog. That alone made me feel relieved.
Okari?
Not the dream talk again. Oh my god.
Oh. So da na. Mugicha ga ii.
As caring as always. Maddie went to the kitchen. Damn. Take your time.
大丈夫。急がなくていい。
あ、まゆしまゆし。僕もお茶ちょうだい。
Oh my god, you lazy bum. Huh? What is happening? This all feels like an old memory. It seemed like ages ago when I last had a normal conversation like this. Also, where's Suzuha? She also disappeared. Maybe? I mean, Suzuha is in our phone contacts, right? Let me check again. Yes, Suzuha is still here, so... Okay. But this was no time to be sentimental. While Mayuri was washing the cup, I needed to get things straight in my head.
変動したんだよな。
Yes. Definitely. In the end, I'd hesitated at the last second. If Kagari or perhaps Kurisu hadn't stopped me, maybe the world line wouldn't have changed and Strasbourg would have called us. But change it did. I could still feel the lingering sensation from my reading Steiner, so I was sure of it. From the look of things, Mayuri and Daru were the same as ever, and the immediate danger was gone. The reason for the change was probably the deletion of Kurisu's memories from within Kagari. Yeah, next time I'll decline to see what happens, but... well... those memories must have included something that dealt with the time machine. Which meant that their existence was important enough to control whether or not the world line changed. Kurisu's so powerful! And I deleted them.
いや、逆の可能性もあるな。
Opposite. Maybe even if Maho's program hadn't worked right and the memory rewrite failed, the world line would have changed anyway? Unlike last summer, it wasn't clear what was making the world line change now. Yeah, and honestly, that's also really interesting for this game. That they don't explicitly tell you what the timeline, like what the world line change cause is, so that you are forced to think about it yourself and engage with the media you're consuming. So, you know, it has its positives. Okay, yeah, I've read that. The first thing I needed to do was see if Kagari's memories had been successfully rewritten.
お待たせ。
I don't think it's a good idea to ask Mayuri straight up, but... at the same time as I decided on my plan, Mayuri brought me a cup on a tray. Didn't Mayuri say that Kagari was about to be here? So we can just talk to her in person.
今麦茶出すからね。
She put the tray on the table and headed for the fridge. I looked and saw that there were 4 cups on the tray. 4?
前より、どうしてコップが4つあるんだ？
Because Kagari is about to be here.
だってかがりさんも飲みたいだろうから。
Did she forget that she said that? That's right, Kagari.
かがりが来てるのか？
さっき LINE で連絡が来たよ。もうすぐ作って。
Rintaro, get with the program.
そうか。何の用で来るんだ？
Just hang out.
オカリンが呼んだんじゃん。
Huh?
昨日 LINE で連絡よこしたっしょ。今日の正午にここに集合って。
What?
第3回かがりたんの記憶を取り戻す方法を考える会。
To get her memories back.
メンバーはオカリンと僕とかがりたん。
Oh.
まあ今のところ成果ゼロだけども。
Is Suzuha not a part of this?
俺が呼んだ。
まゆしんも参加できたらよかったんだけど、今日はバイトがあるので。
I could hear Mayuri apologizing from the kitchen.
かがりさんの記憶、早く戻るといいね。
She still lost her memories. Does she remember Suzuha still?
最近のこと以外何も覚えてないなんて寂しいもんね。
Only the recent, not even her childhood? She didn't remember anything except the recent past. What was going on? Kagari should have still had her memories from when she was a child. Maybe trying to rewrite her memories had actually deleted them?
はい、おかり。
Huh?
お茶どうぞ。
Thank you. Mayuri handed me a cup filled with barley tea.
ああ、ありがとう。
I took the cup, trying my best to hide my internal shock. What the fuck did we do?
タルくんのは ここに置いておくね。
どうも。
Is that how he's drinking? He's very nervous. I gulped down the tea, stood up from the sofa, and went over to Daro.
誰？
何？
I lowered my voice so that Mayuri couldn't hear.
かがりの記憶の上書きは成功したのか、それとも失敗したのか。
I don't think that Daro remembers. Daro looked at me for a moment, confused.
何の話？
Yeah,
え？
that wasn't the answer I expected.
かがりの脳内に残っているクリスの記憶を消すのは成功したのかと聞いたんだ。
That never happened here.
何その SF 設定怖い。オカリンついに中二病患者に復帰したん？
Oh my god. No, Hoen Kyoma is still too early for him. I froze for a moment. Daro didn't look like he was lying. He had no reason to lie anyway. Did that mean that in this worldline, Krisa's memories had never been implanted in Kagari?
ちょっと来い。
Have never been implanted in her.
ねえ、僕エロゲしてるんだけど。
Oh my god, do something more useful with your time, I swear to god. I dragged Daro outside the room, leaving a very confused Mary behind. Is he going to confess now?
寒。オカリン、僕を殺す気か。
Bruh.
いいから、ちょっとだけ付き合ってくれ。確認したいことがあるんだ。
He must have sensed that I was serious because after a moment's surprise, he nodded silently. Okay, he's locked in, thank god.
今のかがりは記憶がないのか。
そうだよ。つか何度も言ってるっしょ、それ。
タイムマシンで過去に来る前の未来の記憶も含めて。
Huh.
ないってば。覚えてるのはここ最近のことだけ。
Huh.
未来のことを覚えてたら、せめてマユシにはかがりたんの正体を教えてるし。
We could at least tell Mayushi who she really was if she remembered the future. She doesn't remember Mayuri being her mother.
それはつまりマユリはかがりが自分の娘だということを知らないんだな。
Yeah.
それは秘密にしとくってオカリンが決めたんで。
It's for the best, since Kagari herself doesn't remember anymore.
ということはかがりが未来から来たことを知っているのは
Me, you, Suzuha.
僕とオカリンと鈴葉。
それだけ。
それだけ。オカリンが他の誰かに話してなければ。
Nope.
そうか。
Not that I know.
すまなかった。寝ぼけてたみたいだ。夢の内容が現実とごっちゃになったらしい。
What a fat lie.
気にすんなって。僕なんか24時間夢の中で生きてますか
Of
ら。
course you are. Of course you are.
それにさ、僕としてはそういうテンション高いオカリンが久々だったから、なんか懐かしく感じたお。
Excited. Damn, I'm a husk of a person in this word line. Instead of answering, I took a second to think. Oh, flashbang. It seemed like there were three main differences of Kagari in this world line. 1. She didn't have Krisa's memories. 2. She didn't have her own memories of her childhood. 3. Only me, Daro, and Suza knew who Kagari really was. In other words, Mayuri didn't know that Kagari was her daughter.
戻ったのか。
Am I back? This Kagari seemed closer to the one I'd met before the world line shifted to the Alpha world line. Everything seemed mostly the same as before, including the fact that we were trying to get her memories. Did this mean that a second word line change had sent me back to the old one? I have to look at the numbers later. If you guys already know, please let me know in the comments. If those are actually the same word line numbers as before. As we've had before we met Kriso. Back in the Alpha world line, because that's crazy. If I had the divergence meter, I could tell, but well, I do have it, but I can't tell because I don't remember the number, the precise number. Huh? I was starting to think like I used to. I chuckled at myself. I should stop. I decided to have nothing to do with the time machine or the time leap machine. All I could do was help Kagari get her memories back.
オカリン、なんかさっきから変じゃね？
It's the dream, trust me, bro.
大丈夫だ。気にするな。
Uh-huh.
ならいいけど。つっか、いい加減寒いから戻っていい？
Fine.
ああ、
Interrogation is
俺も
over.
凍えてきた。
Dado and I raced back inside the room. Damn. When I got back, I could just barely make out Mayuri's voice. Okay, how long have I been recording already? I don't quite know, but I think I stop my episode here. I don't know how long this ending is going to be now. I don't know what could possibly happen to make me lose my shit in this ending, because apparently we have returned to a previous world line. What is going to happen then? Hello? Dude, I have no clue. I have no clue. Is this finally the world line where we will find out what happened to Kagari? I don't think that's as easily possible, since if Kagari doesn't have Krisa's memories anymore, that means that Strafok is not after her anymore. Because they want Krisa's memories as well. Wait, is Maho one of our contacts? She is, right? We don't have Amadeus, but she should be, right? Yeah, Maho is still here. Okay, thank God. Well, thank you guys for watching very much this episode. I'll see you guys next week with more Kagari shenanigans, with more memory loss, and more brain melting, because what is this plot right now? Holy shit. Yeah, hopefully it won't escalate, please. I need sanity. I beg of you. Anyway, you'll find out next week, everyone. Goodbye. Until then, bye-bye.